Welcome to the show, Lettrice Lawrence. You are a professional recording artist, producer, songwriter, and actress. You are a BMA winner and Enthroned Hall of Fame World Artist Award winner. You've worked with, among others, Barbara Streisand. You've been on the BB King showcases, Clifton Davis, and Ralph Johnson from Earth, Wind and Fire, just to name a few. You've collaborated and been part of a vast number of performances, winning numerous awards and accolades throughout your career. There's loads more to talk with you about, Lettrice. Thank you so much for joining us, and please do tell us more.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be here. Skyler Jett is a wonderful person, and I met him through Andre Pittman, who's the CEO of Enthroned Records. And, we've had a great relationship over the years. Just, amazing person, musician, arranger. And I'm just happy to be on the show with you guys today, Tom.
That's great to have you here.
Well, tell me something. Are you writing a lot of new music?
You know what? Right now I am. I'm in the studio. I'm working on a song called Mirror Image of Me. And it's about the negativity on the outside and not letting it affecting you in terms of you becoming negative because of the outside. And that you look in the mirror at yourself so you kind of keep yourself in check from becoming negative. So it's one of those positive songs,
We need so many of those right now, right?
Oh my God, yes. That's why when we did Taking It Back, it was at a time when the pandemic was going on. And, it was a time, when, police brutality was, at a rise. Not that it's simmered down because it hasn't. But, that was when George cried out, "I can't breathe." So I said, I got to write a song. I got to do something about this. I got to sing about this so people can understand that we have to take our power back. So it definitely has been a time for excellent writing. I know you can relate, for writing from your heart,
That always do that. But I'm just saying, it's a tool that we have. It's the most beautiful tool that you can have.
Yes.
To write lyrical content about whatever your feelings is on, right? But then,
yes.
then add beautiful notes and an amazing groove, right? That's what the whole thing's about. Our vocal tone is very, very unique, right? Your vocal tone is very unique, and that's what you want.
Thank you.
Yes. When you listen to somebody for the first time, you don't want it to sound like somebody else you heard before.
That's right. That's right. You don't. You really don't. I love when people have individuality. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
And it's just it just sets them apart from anyone else. You hear them and just like, oh, it's that sound, that riff, that raspiness in that person's voice when they say
the tone,
or that crisp sound. Yeah, the tonality. It makes such a difference. It really does.
Well, amongst everything that you've been involved in, you also took part in the inauguration project that was endorsed by Joe Biden and singing Brand New Day with a 200-member strong choir. I mean, what was that like? Must have been incredible to sing with such a great
group of people. It was so fun. I mean, we did it, of course we did it via technology because of COVID.
Right.
But it was so amazing. The spirit of it was wonderful. Everybody was so excited that they brought their A game. They brought their A game and their talents. And it was just exciting to do that because, we wanted a brand new day. We wanted something good to happen. So much darkness had happened, with the government and just things that were happening in terms of police brutality and people being depressed and dying from COVID and just the hopelessness, knowing whether we were going to be able to get this or not. Was it going to end? I think that's what it was about. And that whole time during the pandemic, I did concerts online to uplift people. And that's what I did. I just started singing.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for money or anything. Then after a while, people started sending money and different things. And,
Yeah.
a lot of musicians were going through financial challenges because they couldn't sing and different things. And I still had my job, but I had a budget cut in my job as well. So
Right.
it was a time of, I guess you could say, uncertainty, a time of uncertainty.
Yeah.
So I kept singing, and I was singing to encourage others, but I didn't know I was uplifting myself too, because, we just didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was a really scary time for us. And, I was grateful for things like that inaugural project.
Yeah.
And, HB Barnum had me be a part of a thing called, Vote. And it was a nice little skit, and we sang on it, Vote Love.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And that was something that we did also via Zoom or whatever. It's so wonderful and so magnificently orchestrated and mixed, because that was a technical thing, being on Zoom and StreamYard and all these different platforms.
Yeah.
The only thing that we had total clarity with in terms of singing was social media like Facebook or Instagram, but Zoom was a little bit more challenging, and StreamYard.
Yeah.
Right.
So you might have to attach your mixer when you sing, or do something different, or have different type of equipment. You had to have expensive equipment too. That's what I discovered.
Yeah, you can't have none of that garbage. You know what I mean? But now I want to go back to, because you use music for global change. I always got to go back to the subject. Who were some of your heroes that you listened to?
Definitely Stevie.
Okay.
Because he definitely talked about love, togetherness, and change. Donny Hathaway, one of my favorites. And I really have to say, I love Phyllis Hyman, but I have to say that when it comes to U2 and groups like that, they talk about change, and and of course, Sir Elton John. I love him.
Yeah.
And melodically, I love Minnie Riperton and people like that, and Denise Williams. But when it comes to change and singing about change, I love that song "Rise Up." That was a very wonderful anthem type song. "Rise Up" that was a good one.
Empowering.
But I'm gonna be empowering. But I'm gonna stick with Stevie, because he talks about the better day and changing the world all the time. Michael Jackson, my favorite one from him was the Earth Song. I love that song. That song to this day, my favorite. I grew up on Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, what's going on?
That played all the time. Stevie and him was all the time.
You have some talent in the genes too. You know what I mean? I got you.
My mom was a singer. She sang for Jesse Belvin back in the 50s when she was 15.
Wow.
And he died on the road. He was headed on the road home, to Mississippi in the dark, from the dark woods. And back in those days, you couldn't do that. And he was murdered. He was driven off the road, and he had a car accident and died.
Yeah.
But she was going to be one of his major background singers, because she could really sing. She was an alto, and she sang gospel.
Are you alto?
I sing soprano, first soprano, second soprano, alto, and I get down to tenor too. Right. And I think that is because I was a teacher. I was a vocal coach, and I taught of course, I was the music director for 11 years at Morningside Church, UCC Church. So I had to teach everybody their parts. So you kind of get, it kind of trains you too when you do that.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
On One World, the song that I have out right now, I'm doing all the background on there, right? Mm-hmm. We sang it in a bedroom.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
You don't know.
And I bet it's clear as a bell.
You know what the great part about it is? Like a music lover listening to your song, they don't care.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They don't care where you record it. It sounds good to them. I'll buy it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the beauty of music, and being able to make it have different variations, to thicken it, to to put, to thicken it 3 times and make
Right.
it lush, and and then if you want to make it more whispery, like a whisper, more soft, the dynamics in the song. I mean, all that does is add emotion to the song, and people can hear the lyrics and the emotion and really get a picture of what you're trying to talk about.
That
That's the thing. It
music,
helps a lot.
music itself is emotion.
Yes, I agree.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
And
Yes.
when you capture that,
Hmm.
you're often running, right? But it, I tell people all the time, you can look at music all you want to, but how does it feel? You
Exactly.
can put it all up in
Exactly.
front of your face like that, yeah, but how does it feel? You know what I mean? That's what it comes
And a
down
lot of
to.
people, they sight read the music, and that's a beautiful gift and a wonderful training as well. But you have to be able to feel the music also.
It's the emotion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? When you can get
that's
locked
it.
into listen, Tom's going to get all your information so we can keep in touch with you. And bless you for coming on the show, my sister.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks so
much.
Oh,
much
I'm
for joining us.
honored. I'm
Just wanted
honored. I'm honored.
just wanted to know, obviously you got loads, hopefully loads more coming up. Plans, future plans. How can people get in touch with what you're doing? Is there a website you're on? Are you on social media at all?
Yes, I have a website. It's www.lettricelawrence.com. It's LETTRICE LAWRENCE. And you can see my bio, and you can go straight to my music and download it. And I have some music that's not released, some treats that's up there as
That's good
well.
stuff.
My EPK and photo gallery, and all the various events that's coming up for me
Okay.
as well.
Fantastic.
As I do have a performance November the 4th in Anaheim, California at the Stuffed Potato. And I'm going to be doing my originals, Phyllis Hyman, Denise Williams, Patrice Rushen,
Yeah.
Alita Adams. It's going to be really, really great.
Yeah.
It's going to be
I
cool.
like
So
I
I'm
like
excited
the
about it.
I like the original part
Yeah,
the
for
most.
sure.
Yeah, the originals are going to be first,
That's what I'm
you
talking about.
know.
Yeah.
No,
The
that's
original's going to
fantastic.
be first.
Let
Yes,
people know who you are, right?
exactly.
It's cool. I
Exactly.
mean, it's acting too. It's acting. But
Hmm.
after a while, if you can just do some of your songs and people, you know, vibrate with what you're doing, right? And
Right,
I'm
right.
going to try to inspire you even more to write some more social conscious, beautiful songs, happy songs, right? And oh,
Yeah, I have a song now that's out, and it's called "We'll All Be Free."
uh-huh,
And in the song, I'm talking about a bird. I want to fly, just you and I. Together, we'll all be free. So I'm giving an imagery of a bird that has this freedom, so
yeah,
happy to just fly over the mountains and have the sky, and have the wind against their wings. I thought that was really powerful, because that's all people really want is liberty and freedom,
that's right.
equality. And so I've written songs like that, and songs about love
Yeah, well,
and about life, you know?
we need that more than ever. Listen, namaste,
Yes.
namaste,
Namaste to
namaste,
you too.
Thanks
namaste.
for joining us.
Thanks for
Thank you
coming
so
on.
much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Peace and blessings.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.